I bet this might be low key kind of rushed. Also, just kind of, yeah, just rushed. But basically, coming into today, what I saw, despite us having these the failure swing at the lows, I was more bullish per se because all assets were expanding away from this reversal. On top of this, let me actually go back. Bruh, okay, yo, low key rage bait. But what I saw in price is that if I'm bullish and I'm looking for a continuation higher, I'm going to want to seek some sort of key level. And as we what this is Asia longs. There was these Asia long opportunities to this range high out of this SMT fill, um, and then upon equities open, we had was it this SMT right here to short YM lower, even though personally it looks like we're weaker on NQ, but YM's obviously the one that ends up hitting the draw quicker. But basically, coming into the day, like I said, I was more bullish, inclined to long. And we had this two stage at the lows. Also, on top of this, this was just simply a 6 hour SMT fill. So, within that knowledge, that's our key level to frame higher. Two stage at the lows. The weakest asset actually switch of strength, as we know, right? The 15-minute strength switch PSP, and then it's actually a two-stage Kraken correlation. Something to note as well is that I actually fucking was a bum and woke up late today. However, so that's part of the reason why I wasn't able to get this entry down here. What I waited for though was for 9:30 to open up, or not 9:30, but 10:30 to open up, and the thesis was that RTY, let's see, was going to reach this high in here. And so I was expecting RTY to fail to manipulate at these highs, presumably off this framework. So I took YM, right? I took the asset that strength switched, and I took it right at 10:30. And the Cope entry, and yeah, this is Cope. I literally, I wasn't like, I didn't hate. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, this entry was kind of fucking ass, bro. I mean, the only thing going for me is that the fact that like the range high is right here, and I'm entering relatively near EQ. I'm not entering all the way up here, but basically I just entered right on this change in the state, and I gave a little bit of room, and then let's see. It was just a static 2R, so whatever this drawn out to 2R is, I think it was something like this. Basically, that was my trade for the day. I can probably try to pull up the execution, whatever. But that's the logic behind the trade I took today. Honestly, what I could have done better, though, is not be a fucking bum, wake up on time, right? Just be able to long this. And here, once we see the strength switch as well, and we have this Kraken correlation as well with that resweep with that low, I could have just easily entered on this change in the state, right? That would have been a good entry rather than entering near EQ of the range. But as we see, all assets were expanding, so this looks good for higher based off of that reversal. I didn't take anything else, but I know some other people took some. What people took? Let me see. I believe Garrett took. I don't even fucking know. But yeah, basically that's all I took today. But kind of a takeaway is, I made 2R, sure, but kind of a lower probability entry. And honestly, my habits need to be better. I need to be more just in line with the trader I need to be. So, I mean, it worked out today, but that's not something I should be carrying going forward and having that expectancy, right? But yeah, this is a pretty choppy ass recording, but here's to the journal.